What a difference a quarter makes. After a shaky start to 2025, there's some renewed optimism in the last month or so, with Bitcoin rebounding to new all-time highs above 120K. And we just released our official 2025 Q2 crypto industry report. In this video, we'll cover some of the most important findings you should know as we navigate the rest of the year. From April to June, total market cap recovered by 663 billion and hit 3.5 trillion by the end of Q2, just shy of its January highs. As of now, we've gone beyond that to sit above 4 trillion for the very first time, though daily trading volume dropped for the second straight quarter, down 26% to 107.8 billion. This may be due to both increased institutional buying, which is done over the counter, which doesn't affect volume on exchanges, as well as a continued lack of retail interest. The lack of retail interest is also suggested by the fact that beyond Ethereum, altcoins were still underperforming Bitcoin in Q2. Bitcoin dominance rose another few percentage points, hitting a high of 65% on June 23rd, though in the last few weeks it has dropped sharply. It will probably have a bounce at some point, and when it does, all eyes will be on whether it makes a lower high, which would be the start of a potential downtrend, aka alt season. At this stage, this may be the early days of the tides shifting to Ethereum. ETH's valuation against Bitcoin has finally hit historical range lows and is showing signs of recovery. Aside from recovering institutional interest, it also completed its major Pectra upgrade in early May. ETFs also bounced back. Net inflows for Bitcoin ETFs reached 12.8 billion in Q2, up from under 1 billion in Q1. BlackRock's IBIT dominated to pull in 12.5 billion and captured over half the ETF market share. Grayscale, on the other hand, recorded 723 million in outflows. Meanwhile, Ethereum brought in 1.8 billion in Q2, with BlackRock's ETH-A leading the pack with 1.4 billion in net inflows. Grayscale's ETH-E saw 137.7 million in net outflows, making it the only product with outflows. Speaking of ETFs, a slew of spot altcoin ETFs, including for Solana, Ripple, Litecoin, Doge, and more, have recently had their approval probabilities jump to 95% by October this year, according to Bloomberg analysts. Meanwhile, stablecoins also reached a new market cap all-time high of 243 billion due to USDT's continuing growth and rising traction around Trump-backed USD1. Narrative-wise, meme coins dominated online attention, followed by AI and tokens within the World Liberty Financial's portfolio. Now, in case you missed it, Circle also went public on June 5th. The IPO was more than 25x oversubscribed. Shares opened at $31, closed day one at $83, and peaked at $299 by late June. Now, since then, it's cooled to around $200, but the initial response sure was impactful. Now, over in DeFi, there were some bullish developments and regulatory wins as well. First was when Trump repealed IRS rules for DeFi. The rally continued with the SEC's regulatory shift, the Genius Act, and the Circle IPO adding to the rebound. By June's end, DeFi's market cap reached 128 billion, with strong performances from Hype, Aave, and Syrup. Part of the climb was driven by news like Aave's exploration in a fee-sharing mechanism and Maple's continuation of its fee buyback program. Decentralized exchanges recorded almost 900 billion in spot trading volume in Q2, which made it gain ground against centralized exchanges. The DEX to SEX ratio reached a new all-time high of 0.23. PancakeSwap made up almost half of this volume, largely due to Binance's Alpha Points campaign routing trades through it. That boost also helped Binance Smart Chain surpass Ethereum, Base, and Solana to become the most active DEX chain. Perpetual DEXs also set new records. Trading volume hit 898 billion, with Hyperliquid grabbing a 73% market share, and that makes it the 8th largest perpetual exchange globally, centralized or decentralized, which is pretty impressive. So, what stood out most to you? Let us know in the comments below, and if you want to dive deeper, the full report is linked in the description. And also, don't forget to like this video and hit subscribe to stay updated with everything crypto. Bye.